Okay, so today we are going to take a quick look at the really ghetto version of Cgss that I use. There are a lot of different spots on this little railing down here that you can use. Personally, I like to use this black square directly below me. Um, I think I have safe state right there. Um, you can do it further back and it'll make it a bit easier because you do have to do some pretty close maneuvering around two kill planes, but three actually. So the first kill plane is if you just walk off this, there is a kill plane. There is a kill plane like that, identical on this far wall. If you just walk off the corner, you hit it. So you have to pretty much stay underneath that level, or that kill plane goes out straight back. And also this black wall down here is also a kill plane. But there is a sweet spot between these kill planes. Essentially, if you can think about it, in the back of these things, kind of where the back corner of this ledge would hit the black wall. Um, so obviously the basic things in here: do a fully charged spin dash, don't hit that shield, and it's gonna be kind of like a 2:30 to like 3 o'clock angle, at least from this specific spot. And you can see that you have to adjust up very quickly to avoid the kind of the black wall kill plane. And let me get back to that spot. This stupid save tutorial is crap. So the things you want to be paying attention to are making sure you get the spin dash jump in. Can I load? No, it's not going to let me load it, of course. You gotta get the jump in. I think you have 3 frames, just like Cgss, to get the jump and avoid the first area you can die. Then you have to pretty much instantly rotate upwards to avoid the kill plane that is like the black screen you see. And, oops, I'm too busy thinking. Once you avoid that black screen kill plane, you have to rotate kind of back to where you were, otherwise you will hit the kill plane on the far wall that extends like 2 or 3 Sonic's length behind the wall. Apparently Slobs doesn't want to record my cursor, so I can't really show you, but essentially if you think about going past this wall, you will be able, in the direction Sonic is facing, like 2 or 3 Sonic's lengths, there's still a kill plane at the edge of this thing. So you have to jump down, curl up to avoid the black wall death plane and get in that little sweet spot, which you can find, and then get back down to avoid the other death plane. Let's make a save state here. So it's down, up, and there I believe I didn't make the initial spin dash jump, and apparently my save states just aren't going to work, which is beautiful for the purpose of this. Let's restart save states. So, I guess I'll keep talking while we go back to there. Getting out of bounds is honestly about most of your work, but that being said, once you're out of bounds with Badcam, it's not entirely free. You have to play with the blind camera, which will rotate. But the easiest way I find to work with it is that once you see the camera get stuck in the angle, or in the corner, you continue to hold right up until the camera snaps and you see Sonic, and then you get to rotate with it from right all the way to an up left angle. Okay, let's see if save state will actually work. And you'll rotate to an up left angle and then a wall will appear. And what you want to be able to do is to line yourself up 3 rows underneath the block box thing that appears. I'm not entirely sure what it is. but you need to be 3 rows underneath it, and you want to be at, like horizontally in the wall if you can. If not, you can use a bounce to adjust your position a bit more. Yeah, see there, I'm not jumping early enough. This is what I find to be my biggest issue, is not jumping early enough. And you can kind of die in the 3 different situations, so you know what's happening. Like right there, I hit the first kill plane, the one on the ledge underneath us. Same there, I was actually trying to hit the black one, but if you get this sort of thing, you're way too low, you're hitting that black. Right there, you're still hitting the black. So if you see that kind of camera, you need to be angling yourself up probably quicker. But it is pretty much, you're going to the side, and then you quickly rotate up, and you hold for a little bit longer than you think you should, and then you rotate back, then the camera will get stuck in the corner, and you hold right. As soon as the camera gets out of Sonic, it's going to start rotating, and you're going to have to rotate smoothly with the camera to like an upright, and then you have to kind of balance Sonic to get the position you need, and it's so much fun. Free cam is significantly easier once you're out of bounds. But you see here that I was holding right, and now the camera's starting to rotate. So I am sitting probably around here. Yeah, you can see I'm way too far to the right. I don't know where I am vertically yet because I haven't seen the box yet. But I know for a fact I do want to be angled a bit flatter so I can get more distance to the left. So more like this. And that box never showed up, so I'm kind of AWOL. This was a really bad turn, I assume. Or maybe I didn't even charge my spin dash all the way. But I'm going to keep holding right and probably bounce because I do need to get left quite a bit, and then homing attack cancel. And my best guess right now is that I'm too far to the right, obviously, and probably too far down. Actually, just kidding. I was perfect height. It's just too far to the left. Or right. I guess technically the right. Okay, and that was a weird death. I'm not entirely sure which kill plane I hit, because I thought I did make it around. But yeah, you really have to be able to play around with these kill planes. And see, that one I held up too long. That's what I did last time. If you hold up too long, you do hit the kill plane. That's kind of like a flat land. There we go. Hold right, turn with the camera. And you kind of see that, like, typically I line Sonic's cuff of his glove with the edge of his shoe. It's typically like an okay angle for my jump distance, but it's gonna just have to be a person to person. You want this typical down left angle for Sonic, but which angle exactly depends on how your jump was. Okay, there is the box I'm talking about. You want to be at the very end, 3 rows underneath this. So kind of exactly where the bottom of the pause menu is right now is 3 rows underneath it. It does take some time to figure out where you are in this, but according to this, I should be able to make it. And I would, again, love if I was a lot more left, but between the bounce and the homing attack cancel, I still can make it. Let's see. Okay, so this is actually a really fun situation. You can end up on top of the roof, and essentially all you have to do now is be able to jump, homing attack, and you fall through the back and you still hit the goal ring. But this isn't entirely free for me, and I have a lot of issues with it. So let's just kind of see what I do, but you just kind of want to hold up and jump, and if you're good, you just fall right through. Okay, I finally got it. There is a lot of stuff that can go wrong in all of this. And I guess I'm just going to restart Spade's tool. And we're going to, because it seems to need to be restarted every time I finish a level. And I'll go back through here and we can just kind of keep showing stuff off. There is a free cam method. It's not like getting it waste about 2 or 3 seconds maybe up, and Sonic crashed. Okay. Excuse me while I go ahead and try to load this back up. This game will likely crash as I try to open it. Don't know why it happens, but ever since I bought this game I've had issues with it. And look at that, beautiful. I did just use my ADX shuffler, so maybe the different songs are screwing with the stage. Wouldn't be too surprised. Okay, now let's try to get Spade's tool back up. It's not something I desperately need, but I'm already making you sit through the beginning of the level a couple of times. I don't really feel like making you sit through the checkpoint infinite amount of times. And I'm not even good at the beginning of this level. Okay, so the jump is an upright, fully charged spin dash. You want to rotate up almost immediately, hold it, and then rotate back to where you were, and the camera will get stuck in the corner, as I said 100 times. After the camera gets stuck in the corner, you hold right until you see Sonic. Once you see Sonic and the camera starts rotating, you start rotating to an up left position. You find your markers, make your own if you want. You use bounce to get yourself more distance, and homing attack canceling if you must. It is very... it's learnable. I'm not going to say it's consistent, I'm not going to say it's easy or free, but it is learnable. And if I think one of the best things you can do is honestly like to spend a bunch of time and hit the kill planes, which you surely will do a lot of times. I was too high up there. And figure out which kill planes you hit and why. Okay, that one, I don't think I was high enough, so when I adjusted back down, I actually still hit the black death. Too high. And didn't get my spin dash jump off. Not quite sure, not high enough. Too high. The thing is, you have to be able to cut this really close, and that's why I see a lot of people start from back here, because it's easier to make smoother and quicker adjustments, but I learned it from my little black square, and that's just up to you, and I need to jump down more. So I guess you guys are learning with me, and apparently I cannot spin dash jump. Yeah. I am just touching this game for the first time right now. I am sorry this is miserable. Up, and I didn't stay up long enough. The thing is, you really do want to go from your jump position to a full up for... You do hold this up for a little bit, and I'm noticing that I'm not doing that enough. Before you go back to your right, hold it, and then around. So let's see if I can consciously think about this and actually get the spin dash jump. Okay. I've never been good with actually getting this jump. I will admit spin dash jumps are one of my faults. I believe I was actually hit the upper kill plane there. Oh wait, no, I'm definitely adjusting down too early. Yep, there we go. If you adjust down too early, you still hit that black wall of death. Okay, so again, we want 3 rows down, which is a little bit better than we were last time in terms of down, but we're still kind of bad with the left-right angle. But as you've seen the last 2 times, you don't need perfect jumps. You can make the distance up. If you do the free cam method, which personally I don't know, it is a lot easier because there's no reason you should be losing your momentum. But odds are, if you are not getting enough left to right distance, it is because you are not charging your spin dash fully, or you're doing a bad turn. That turn loses you a lot of momentum. Here, I think I'm probably just turning bad. I don't keep myself to a super high standard for those turns because I can typically make this. But yeah, I'm going to keep going for the third row underneath the box. And this is just going to be a rinse and repeat from last time. I actually might hit the roof again. Let's just find out. Yep, yep. I kind of forgot where I was, to be honest. I'm not used to pausing in the middle of this. I could have saved that. If you do touch that roof, you can still jump up. Even if you die from, like, the front of the roof, I guess, technically, that would be. You can still jump and hit the goal ring, and that is actually how you get one of those glitch timers where you go back to the checkpoint. Oh god, I'm horrible on distance. Yeah. And I didn't adjust down. I believe that's what that camera was. Too high up. Adjusted down too quickly. Okay, there we go. That was a bad turn, so I'm losing distance for sure. No box, but up too low. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Without that box, I personally don't know where I am. So there are better visuals I'm sure you can use. But basically just be better than I am. And actually be able to get the spin dash jump off. Jesus, this is adjusting down too quickly. If you notice the times I'm making it out of bounds, I actually hold my stick here for a little bit to ensure that I don't adjust too much down. See? That little difference right there makes quite the big difference in terms of making it. No box. Oh god, I'm way high. Oh, look at that, 1 minute flat. See, you can adjust yourself a lot based on that bounce. The controls are kind of awkward because the camera shifted. It's almost inverted. But between that bounce and a homing attack cancel, it's pretty easy to make the distance once you learn the turn.